Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge.
Well, hey, good evening. Welcome to Morty's Diner. Friday night here at the diner, hot, high, flat broke, and horny. Yeah, oh man, I'll tell you, it's tough, man. All right, let's get the show, whatever you want to call it, let's get it started. So, no topics planned at all for tonight. Just the title is self-descriptive. Very hot today. It's very, well, now it's summer here in Portland, obviously, or Seattle, or Los Angeles, depending who you ask where I am. And it's going to hit 95 on Monday, 95 to 100. Today was high 80s, tomorrow. So it's, next 2 months are going to be fucking hell. July here is just awful. It's just awful with the heat. And August, a little less. So September, still hot. Third week of October, bam, it changes. Cloudy, cool. And then October, November, December, January, February, March. Totally cloudy, gray, dark, rain, cold. Fantastic. So I just have to wait till October. All right, let's say hello to some of the drugged out viewers. Good evening, mega valued customer. Great to see you. Hurritan, my Canadian friend. How you doing, Hurritan? Okay, right. Jimmy, my God, what happened to this diner? It's been taken over by the... Absolutely. I'm going to exceed and excel at drug intake far beyond anything Watch Nicholas has ever even conceived. That's how far I'm pushing the envelope. One step at a time, but I'm pushing it all the way, baby. Yeah. All right, Jimmy. Oh, wow. She seems like a nice girl one could take home to meet Mom. Yes, especially if you're in Utah. Absolutely. And Davy Smalls, my good friend. How are you tonight? So here's the pod update. So, man, it's hot outside, as I mentioned. So I haven't been out all day. I'm just sitting here in my chair, staring at the ceiling, which is true. So half hour ago, I took more edibles. To recap, the first time was half inedible, and I had zero reaction, nothing, okay? And then 2 nights ago was the second night. I had the whole edible, which is 5 THC, 5 milligram THC, 2.5 milligram CBD. And it took 2 hours to kick in, which, from all the viewing I've done on videos about this stuff, it can take anywhere from 20 minutes, 40 minutes to 1 or 2 hours to kick in. So it took 2 hours, and all I got was a head buzz. No high, sensation of high at all. No body high whatsoever. And then, an hour later it went away, and I did eat a tremendous amount of food those 2 nights. I hope that's not related to the edibles, because I'm looking forward to getting deeper and deeper into the drug intake. And what else? So tonight, a half hour ago, I took 1.5. So that's 7.5 milligram THC and 2.5, 4 milligram CBD, approximately. So, yeah, so we'll see what happens tonight. But no, I have no fear, no worries, no cares, because frankly, at this point, what difference does it make? Davey Smalls, you got to take the edible before you eat something on a fairly empty stomach. Well, I didn't see that anywhere, but that's good advice. Okay, thanks for that. I had a huge dinner. Well, I had dinner an hour ago. I had got those little Yukon Gold potatoes, those little ones. So I microwaved 6 of them for 6 minutes. And then I threw on about a tablespoon of butter. And I added a can, drained, of course, of Del Monte green peas. I know nobody can believe this, but very, very filling. And so it was like one giant-sized, russet potato, basically. And that's it for the night. I should be fine with food. I'm not hungry at all. Davy Smalls, you need 10 milligram. Well, listen, I'm getting there, but I have to go, at my own pace. Pretty soon, before you know it, I'll be at 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 milligrams THC. They have products out there, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 milligrams THC. And from what I've seen on quality videos from different YouTube channels, YouTube channel hosts in Thailand, they have, you get an edible, and it's 100 milligrams THC. So I wouldn't be ready for that. That's dangerous, for your body, There's a health risk with that. But 5 or 10, everyone seems to say. And since I've had, basically nothing bad, nothing adverse, nothing. So we'll see what happens tonight. Do it live on the show. And I can report if any effects are felt, any sensations, any whatever, And if it's still unsatisfactory, then tomorrow or the day after, I'll take 2 edibles. That's 10 milligrams. That would be 10 milligrams THC, 5 milligrams CBD. And that should provide, as Davy Smalls is saying, that should provide something noticeable. And I don't have any money. I'm absolutely, besides being hot, high, well, getting high, flat broke, and horny. I don't have any money, as I just said, flat broke. But when I do get some money, I will go back to the pot shop, and I'm going to buy another product, or a couple more products, higher THC. I'm going to get a vape also, because the vapes all had higher THC amounts, as the friendly and helpful bud tender told me. So I'm ready for that now, since I know what it is. So I'm going to get a vape, like a, flavored vape, and then I'll get the same brand of drops, but a different variety with a different, what do you call it? Different amounts of THC, CBD, and CBN. What's the other one called? CBD, CBN maybe it's called, yeah. And then I'll see what happens with that. Maybe I need to move closer towards a hybrid, indica / sativa. But, I'll get there. Davey, if you take it after you eat, you won't feel shit unless it's a big dose. Well, Davey, I didn't know that, so now I'm fucked again. All right, but that's good information for next time, though. Okay. Good evening, crybaby Psyche Skin. Now that Morty is a druggie, is it inevitable that he'll end up closing the diner and joining Rose City Antifa? That's a good question. It's a very good question. Those guys wear all black jeans, black shirts, black hoodie, a black cap, a black face mask. It's hot as fuck here. I don't want to do that in summertime. But at the rate I'm going, by October, maybe no, I would never join Antifa. But as an undercover agent to report, I would consider it if I was paid commensurately to the danger risk. Okay, Davey. Sometimes the edibles give me anxiety. When that happens, I just take a Xanax or two. Do I have a drug problem? Not to me. I don't think you do. No problem. Is that true? You'll take a Xanax if the edibles are giving you high anxiety? I have to know, is that really true, Davey? Because I got a shelf, an entire desk drawer full of benzos sitting around here. So, but I was told not to take both in the same day. So I want to do that. Okay, Jimmy. Good evening, Morty. When you get in a scooter? Oh, it's funny. That's a great question. That's a good question. Clever, witty, not hateful. It's good. Last time I was at the Safeway a week ago, as I was walking out, they had a bunch of those scooters that Lyft. You can get a scooter now from Lyft. They have location you can, and I thought, boy, that would be phenomenal. Rent one of those scooters on Lyft, and then mount the camera on a helmet or on my cap or something, or on my shirt pocket, the phone camera, and scoot around Portland on the scooter. Maybe holding a 6-pack of beer, that would be a riot. So who knows? Who knows? A six pack of German beer, of course. Hello, Boris. I envision Morty gets high and joins the Chicago Union Bosses show. I don't think it's possible for me to get that high. But thank you for the comment. By the way, Boris, I've been watching a lot of botanical-related videos. Do you know about it's currently right now on a live cam from the University of Rhode Island channel. They have what's called the corpse flower blooming. Does anybody know what the corpse, not like Marine corpse, like Obama said, Marine corpse, but like a dead body, the corpse flower. Look it up, man. It's supposed to stink. It unfolds, opens up for only like 48, 72 hours, and then it closes up again. And it stinks like dead bodies. It reeks. Stinks up a half a block radius. I'm wondering, Boris, if you've ever explored the corpse flower. Certainly, if you read about it with your background, you could understand the science part of it. But so I was watching that. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Just sit there and stare at the flower, waiting for it to open up or bloom. Yeah. Davey, everything I saw, everything I say is true. Okay. Oh, really? Everything you say is true. Well, okay. Oh, I've noticed that. We got wet mouth and the inhaler. I noticed that last time on that other show. Man. Oh, fuck. Incredible. So you got the wet mouth and the inhaler. Sounds like an old vaudeville team. Davy Smalls. I need to ask my friend Uzi if he thinks I have a drug problem. Well, he's the last guy on this planet you'd want to ask about anything, especially if you have a problem. You're going to ask him? Jesus. Puck, hey, man. Hey, hugs and something. I believe that what I say is truthful and correct. I believe that, yeah. I'm not aware of Puck ever, polluting these shows with lies and stuff. Elf, don't fike around. Do not become a thief, a cheat, or a liar, or you'll have to leave my fucking town. Right. Thief, cheat, and liar. Well, that's 99% of the audience on these channels in the community. Thieves, cheats, and liars. And etc. Hey, good evening, Blaine. AI does it again. Those fingernails. What's wrong with the fingernails? See, I can't make this picture larger. You see, Cox Report was making fun of me, which is just on the face of it. Cox Report making fun of Morty is just that's classic right there. On anything, okay. So I used to, for always, I would just, add to screen any photos that I had. So he was always saying, can you believe Morty, the guy doesn't know how to do anything, he's pathetic. You should put it in background. So for the last few weeks, I've been putting the background photos in background instead of just having it, as added. When it was added, it was on the screen and I can maximize and minimize the size. And I can't do that now to zero in on the fingernails to understand what that comment's about. So it's no good. See, I was better off without bad advice. Boris, corpse flower is the worst smelling plant on earth. Well, that's all the channels that I was watching about this said. And I looked up the Wikipedia story for whatever that's worth. And it says you can smell it for about a half a block away. And it just stinks like a pile of dead, rotting bodies. Wow, must be unbelievable. Davey, Morty, Boris says nasty things about you on that guy's show. Well, listen, Davey, thanks for telling me that, but at least half of the people on this channel, when I do happen to spot them on another channel, I see them saying bad things about me, or put downs, insults, I see that stuff, but thanks for letting me know, Navy. Yeah. Dirk Degler, hey man, I would rather be an inhaler versus a wet mouth. Yeah, right. It's amazing. Okay. Yeah, wet mouth. I didn't know about wet mouth until people started talking about it some months ago, and I said, hey, you're right. Amazing. There's boobs. That's a Skeletor quote. Okay. The middle finger of her right hand. Well, you have good eyesight. I can't, the middle finger of her right hand. Let me see if I can make the screen larger, just regularly. No, it's not working. It's too difficult. Doesn't make the picture much larger. Let me look on the YouTube page. Okay, that's... I don't say anything funny about the middle finger on her right page. Is that what you said? Yeah, I don't see anything strange there, but okay. What can I say? Very good. Let's continue. I said hello to Marissa recently. She likes Sailor Moon pink lightsaber. I avoid the Viking drama. Good. Okay. Urtan, I only tell those other channels that Morty's been besmirched. Yeah, well, yeah. Puck, stop fucking talking about fucking... Well, that's what the show is. That's what all these shows are. You're making the problem worth more than they fucking are. Okay, got it. Let's see. Hey, Chris F. Nice work, Morty. This is why we come to the diner. Right. Well, the title, you know, hot. It's hot as hell today. It's going to get worse tomorrow. Hot, high. Well, I've taken the edibles. I'm just sitting around waiting for the high. Hopefully something positive happens. Flat broke. Yes, more than ever. And horny. That's it. Dirk Diggler. That's a fine hinea you got on screen. That's a fine honey. That's a fine hiney. What are you saying there? Maybe you mean honey. I don't know. Well, yeah, she's nice. Yeah. She looks like a Southern California girl, you know? Sitting outside Paquito Moss in the valley there at Universal Studios across the street. At Cahuenga West and Lancashire, basically. Across the street from the Carl's Jr. One of the best places in L.A. Right, okay. Davey, okay. Her right tricep is turning me on. Let's take a look at the right tricep. Really? That turns you on? Wow. Hey, T-Dubs, just got notified of an update on my phone. Should I be happy? Yes, you should. You should be happy. Urtan, good day, Dubs. How goes fisting the walrus? Okay, we got some fisting talk. That's good. Okay. You know, fisting used to be the main topic of reference, what, 10 years ago? 8 years ago? Everybody was fisting with, PH, including the rancher. He really went into the fisting talk. And then some guy Suckerhorn happened to be on, I guess it was Archie's show, and somebody made a comment about fisting and footing, PH. And Suckerhorn read that and really cracked up. So then it became fisting and footing, but that's, long time ago. There you go. Chris, no more membership perks. No, not for the time being. No. Look at the screen. Those are your membership perks. Right. Puck Elf. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, Dubs, bro. How's weather up top, mate? Yeah. Gildan. I'm sure Luxy has services available for all budgets. Well, that's what people say. He's in the management business, if you know what I mean, in Thailand regarding certain services, Or, manage, But if I were ever going to, avail myself of paid services, I would never go to his company, his agency. No, fucking no way, Hurton, how many milligrams your Eddies? Tell me it's not... Oh, the actual edible, the little metal container comes with 20, and each one is 5 milligram THC, 2.5 milligram CBD. So an hour ago, I took 1.5. So that's 7.5 milligram THC, and 2.5 plus 2.5, 3.5, maybe about 4, 3.75 for CBD. So we'll see what happens tonight. But Davy Smalls and 5 milligrams is to get started. I'm just taking it slow and before you know it, I'll be sleeping on the street downtown. So tonight is 7.5 milligram THC, 4 milligram CBD. Okay. And then next, in a day or two, next time I'll go to two edibles, which will be 10 milligram THC, 5.0 milligram CBD. Dirk Diggler, Hyena. What's a hyena? Hyena. It's a fine hyena you got on screen. Okay, that must be California talk. I don't know. Fuck, Elf has right tricep like Skeletor. Viking sexy. Wow. You'd love to fist Archie? Well, ring him up, see what he says. He might be open to that. Literally. Jimmy, yes, Arch was all about the fisting. Yeah, back in the day, it was all fisting. I mean, and this goes back 10 years ago, the fisting. Yeah, easily. Gambers, hey man, good evening from the city that never sleeps and stuffs. Dubsy, all right. Crybaby Saggy Skin. Now that you're talking about taking drugs on your show, how many emails with links to Reefer Madness? As Doc said. Well, Cox Report, he was saying that, once I go down this road of, lighting one joint up or taking one edible, I'm going to become what did he say? I'm going to become a burned out has-been loser. And, wasted life and no goals, no meaning, no nothing, which, hey, it's okay. Like I said, at this point, frankly, what difference does it make? I did see the movie when I was looking up marijuana-related cannabis stuff on YouTube. I've been watching lots of videos, informative videos and stuff, and I did find a couple of those 1930s marijuana movies, Reefer Madness, and another one called Marijuana. I put them on my posts page as a link. I mean, they're really, antique films, but they're kind of enjoyable. But they're literally 90 years old. 1970, 89? Yeah, about 90 years old. You need the pure THC. Well, all right. Nothing else, just pure THC. All right, well, whatever. Hurricane, Mort, I need at least 70 milligrams to feel anything, man. 7.5 is a tickle. All right, well, I'll be up there joining your level. Really, 70 milligrams, that's potent. Dubs, I went to get a pizza yesterday. Went into the cheap smoke shop. 3 Filipinas served me. Nice gals. $20 a packet. I told them that I am the last of the international playboys from Manila. And what happened? Right. And they loved it. All right. Right, exactly. Morty. The number of, here we go. The number of emergency room visits by older folks who have been experimenting for the first time with weed has been skyrocketing. Yeah, there's a whole new thing I've been seeing on YouTube. New because it's been around now, legal in so many states. And senior citizens, over the age of 60, 65, this has been charted, by whoever, whatever agencies or whatever. Cannabis use by over age 55, 60 and over into the 70s and 80s is increasing at an accelerating rate. And when they've interviewed on some of these videos, people who were women who were these women, like at the villages, they were like, 75-year-old women. And they're all like 3 or 4 of them, and they're just smoking a bong on the video and lighting up a joint. They were smoking a bong amongst the 4 of them. And the interviewer, the YouTube guy said, so why do this? And one woman gave exactly what I was saying. Frankly, at this point, what difference does it make? That's it. Everything's done. So what the hell? What's the worst that can happen? Okay. We're ready. I'm ready. You know. Oh, you're so negative. Okay, but that's true. You know why? Because people who are over age 55 or 60, they turn on YouTube, and you just can't believe the deterioration of everything around you in society, everything. And you go outside, and you just can't believe how bad things are. You know, unless of course you're a hermit, and you never leave more than 5 minutes from your home, then you're not aware of anything. But okay. Just smoke Viking more. Right, okay, very good. Major Mitchell. Perfect. Wasted days and wasted nights. I remember that song. Freddie Fender, right? He was like a one-hit guy. Or he had 2 hit songs. One before that was a bigger hit. That's like late 60s, right? 70, around then. What was that other song? It was a radio hit. I must look this up now. His real name was Baldemar Garza Huerta. Wow. Wasted days and wasted nights. 1975, his first big hit was Before the Next Teardrop Falls. I remember that song. That was a big radio hit, yeah. And then Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. And the other songs don't ring a bell. Yeah, all right. Very good. Australia needs to legalize weed and leave the Stone Age. Australia needs to do a lot of things. I mean, but, okay. I rolled a tiny joint I call twisties. Tiny things, but I smoked like 3 of them. Right, 3 at the same time? You just put 3 of them in your mouth at the same time. Right, okay. Chris, Morty smokes pinner joints. What does that mean? Thinking he's cool. I don't think I'm cool at all about anything. I never describe myself with that. It's kind of dopey to, consider oneself cool. Morty smokes. Okay, I don't know what that means. Pinner joints. Anyway, I had some some news about the drug intake, and okay, here it is. I can't believe I looked this up, and here it is. A pinner is a slim joint, usually rolled with about 1/3 to half the flour of a traditional J. If the usual cone-shaped joint can be thought of as 1 gram, a pinner is that gram rolled into 2, or even 3 smaller cigarettes. Oral tradition, right? Okay, there it is. Yeah, I found a video. There's a doctor's office here in Portland or Seattle or Los Angeles, but who fully licensed doctor and fully licensed clinic or center office, and she gives therapy with as a legal, totally legal. It's the first in the country, she said. Legal psilocybin visits. And I looked up her website, and I don't know what the rates are. I doubt it would be covered by insurance, But first in the nation, of course, Portland. Psilocybin, magic mushroom, psilocybin treatments, office visit, guided treatment visits from a licensed physician who specializes in all kinds of drug treatment, psychotherapy stuff, psychopharmacology, etc. Isn't that amazing? So I've been reading a lot or looking at a lot of videos about psilocybin, LSD, ecstasy in particular. And these drugs are very misunderstood. LSD, I'm not going to take. I've never been interested in that because I think I would have an absolutely monstrously nightmarish trip, and I'd jump off a 50-floor building. I think I would probably, or a bridge, a 3-foot bridge. But apparently, ecstasy and mushrooms, used properly, can be very, very beneficial and therapeutic for a lot of people if used under expert, guidance or with expert knowledge as you begin to explore. So I'm open to this psilocybin and mushrooms. So after I bring up the THC level to 70 milligrams, like Hurritan, and start bonging it out nightly, like Nicholas, then I'm gonna contact that psilocybin clinic or medical center, whatever she calls it. I bookmarked that page, and look into that because I think that would be quite beneficial. And also ecstasy. Ecstasy should be legal. I mean, it really should. I mean, from all the stuff I've been watching about it, it can be very, very helpful for a lot of people. And I would take it. 20, 30 years ago, I certainly would have taken it. Back in LA, I mean, I'd have been sticking it up my nose every night, But so that's on the agenda for the future, for the fall. Psilocybin and magic mushrooms. Yep, absolutely. I'm not joking, folks. Of course, these things cost money. So if anybody wants to help support my burgeoning drug exploration, PayPal, Cash App, and Ko-Fi. And I'll put this up on the screen, in fact. There you go. And if anybody wants to help out with not only channel expenses, but, me expanding my Utah confined thinking lifestyle, then thank you very much for helping me out. Hey, I'm starting to feel a little relaxed. I can feel a little bit of relaxation coming on. It's been an hour and 15 minutes since I took the edibles. Last time it took 2 hours before I felt anything, and I didn't feel anything, just a buzz, a head buzz, no high sensation at all, nothing. So, but it might be 10 milligram might be where I have to kick it up to. So that'll be next time, tomorrow probably. All right. Puck, Elf needs magic mushrooms. I tried some and didn't do anything. I'm already fucking. Well, I see. Yeah. I mean, same here. I mean, you're a young guy, Puck. You're only whatever. But I've been through everything. So at this point, like those seniors were saying in the videos, who were 75, the 75-year-old lady. At this point, what difference? Doesn't make any difference. Yeah, why not? When you're 20 years old, 25, you got to work. You got to wear a suit. You got to be on time. You got to shave and shower every day, and you got to be with people, and you can't be a drugged out, mushroomed out, butthole reamed out loser. But now, when it's all over, and you're 75, 80, it doesn't matter. Take morphine. I mean, well, I don't know about morphine, but maybe. You know what I mean. Smoke opium. Go to Hong Kong and smoke opium. Or Seattle. Puck, if the fungus didn't work, I don't know what to say. Wow. Okay, that's the mushroom comment. Okay. Yeah, I watched this video from a professor of a mycologist, mushroom expert, fungus expert. He knows all about fungicide. Fungicide. Yeah. And you got to know the mushrooms. You got to know your mushrooms. A man has got to know his mushrooms. So I would have to get, I would have to be, told exactly, what to buy and definitely what not to take. And Believe me, those people are everywhere. I could, when the time comes, I'll. Dirk Diggler, Hurricane. If you like Freddie Fender, check out the Texas Tornadoes. Yeah, that was his group in the '60s. That Wikipedia page said that Dubs never did shrooms. Well, what are you waiting for? It's all over for all us guys. So go ahead, light up, sniff them. Suck on them, swallow them, chew them. Get some shroom suppositories. However you want to take them. Just what the hell. Oh, he was 70s, 80s? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. His hits were in 75. Right. Fuck. I'm currently still painting the sword of Gray Skull. If you want to watch, I'll shut the fuck up and we can maybe later. Honestly, Puck, it's fine with me, but a lot of the viewers don't like watching that sword lightsaber. They don't find that riveting. I'm fine with it, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's I never liked that song. It was so saccharine sweet. I guess it was okay. But Dubs, my mate did. We lost him for 3 days. Found him up a drain pipe. Well, you know what they say. Better be up a drain pipe than have a drain pipe, up your butt. So. Oh, he said he saw a Yowie. Oh, the Bigfoot. Okay, the Australian Bigfoot. All right. Pinner is a tiny... Yeah, all right. Gampers, I was all for the legalization, but I'm on the opposite side. You flipped. Well, Portland 5 or 8 years ago, they legalized everything. I mean, literally everything. Decriminalized everything. You could go downtown and walk around with a needle in your arm and no one's going to stop you. The police will just walk past. Nobody would. And the city, that was the beginning of the collapse of the city. And then all those people who were drugged out and voting for Bernie Sanders, then they had the riots. When Portland was literally burning down, and well, so now those people are the primary population of downtown Portland. Yep. But then they changed back their policy a couple of years ago. They decided, maybe that didn't work out right. Dumb fucks, Yeah. Half cigar, half weed. Wow. Okay. I saw a video about that some last night or yesterday. Some guy was smoking it was half weed, half tobacco, but like a cigar. I don't know what I saw. I became a master of the fat joint. Don't say that in Chicago. They'll think you mean something else. My older brother taught me how to roll. All right. 4 rolling. Boris, Mexico has been doing these treatments for years now. Oh, you mean the psilocybin? Yeah, they say it helps well for PTSD. Yeah, I'm very interested in it. Apparently, well, not apparently, clearly, it's totally different than benzos and opiates. And in the right hands, with the right guidance, they clearly can be very beneficial. And again, I'm referring to psilocybin and ecstasy. All the other stuff is dangerous if, not handled right. JT, yeah, I'm feeling, it's been 7:38, an hour and 20 minutes. I can feel some relaxation, but nothing to report yet, really. But I can feel it now working. Something's happening, but, yeah. You've never taken mushrooms, Morty? I never took mushrooms up the ass, if that's what you mean. I love mushrooms, which is funny, eating a fungus that grows on, shit sitting on a log. But, no, I've never taken mushrooms. I was afraid of taking that stuff because I might freak out. But now that it's doctor supervised and she's there for your, while you're, laid out there, undergoing the, experience, I feel it would be very safe. And of course, if anything happened, well, whatever, Ecstasy messes up your brain. Well, it doesn't. Hey, listen, like I said, at this point, it doesn't matter anymore. So, but I think it would be given in the proper dosage. I think it would be beneficial for many people. Maybe myself. Yeah, I mean, certainly back in the day, in the '90s, especially, it was readily available. I knew lots of people who were taking it, as well as all kinds of drugs and stuff. But they were all fucked up. Emaciated heroin whores on Sunset Boulevard, and that's another story. Okay. Davey, don't do ease. Buck. I have friends that pick mushrooms. They wanted to take me picking, and I said, no, do not show me the grove. Find them. I can't keep secrets well. You want to know something about Christopher Walken? One of his individually created techniques on his acting style. He developed this long time ago. Why? Because he's Christopher Walken and he's got the hair. He's Christopher Walken. When he reads a script, this is what he said. He takes out the punctuation, and if you ever listen to him talk in a movie part, it's in spurts, and it's not like the Shatner-esque acting, which is a whole different level. But he talks like there is no punctuation. He just, puts words together that have ended and started, and So he would say, I have friends that pick mushrooms, and they wanted me to take picking. And I said, no, do not show me the grove, whatever, how he does it, but you know what I mean. Yes, upvote and support Morty's Dine. Let's see if I got any thumbs up at all on this show here. Or thumbs down, either way. 7, all right. There we go. They did nothing. I'm already seeing through space and time, right. Campers, if you have a garbage dump in your head, you'll be there when you take LSD. If you have a garbage dump in your head, okay, you'll be there when you take LSD. Man, I'm not sure I understand the comment. Can you elaborate on that, please? Yes, Morty's Diner, Cash App, Ko-Fi, PayPal. Drugs and StreamYard, etc. are expensive. I think I'm happy with Skeletor Pommel on the He-Man sword now. I took it off last night and filled it with polymer clay, so now it's solid and smashable. Outstanding. Okay. Davey, you sound relaxed. Unlike when you're always obsessing over the electrical guy. I don't obsess over him. He talks about me almost on every show. Or, screenshot, or, posts chat comments on whenever he's on some other channel. I mean, yeah. I do reference him because he owes me $1,000, and he's treated me like, he's just a vile guy, But I know people are saying, what? How can you say that? He's a great guy. He's so funny. He should work at a radio station. He's so good. People have no idea what you're talking about. Your minds are all filled with a garbage dumpster. What was that comment? Yeah. Anyway, okay. You got my pension, 0 fucks given. I wish I had a pension. That would be nice. Campers, it'll make a difference. Doors of perception. You're talking about psilocybin. All right, I guess. Elf, talk to the grid dude, the mycelium brain, and the dirt. I don't know what that means, but it makes sense. Okay. Chris, that beautiful lady on the screen is just hanging out in the outskirts of town saying, hey, Mark, do you party? I'd say, do I party? Then I put my hand in my pocket and I'd whip out my little metal container of drops. And I'd pop another one and I'd say, do I party? Let's go, baby. I'll buy a burrito and a coffee at Wawa if you're a good girl. Okay. Right, exactly. Right, okay. Puck's fascination with He-Man and the Legend of Grayskull is fascinating. Well, I recognize He-Man because I've seen that clips of that somewhere, probably YouTube. Legend of Grayskull, I've never heard of. Let me give a quick look there. I think I could start an anime series based on people on this community and just call it Legends of Fuckskull, you know. Legends of Grayskull, here it is. So, what is Grayskull? Masters of the Universe role-playing game released in 2021. Now, that's a game. Let me just look at pictures here. There he is, Grayskull. I see it. All right, Legend of Grayskull. Got it. Interesting, I guess. I'm trying to get a pic. I know. I just looked it up. I saw. Okay. Boris. Hey, I can feel more relaxed. I can feel some extra relaxation now. It's been an hour and a half. Last time it took 2 hours to feel anything, really, so. It's not a high sensation. It's an overall body relaxation, but right now it's similar to the benzo effect. All right. I'm turning myself right now into an indigent, vagrant street bum roaming the streets and sidewalks of Orlando, Florida, looking for handouts from the everyday multimillionaires and 75-year-old ladies from the villages, which would not be a bad life. I mean, if you're going to pick a city to sleep outside in, Florida is it's better than many other places. You could say that. You certainly want to live in Minnesota and sleep outside, you know. Well, now everyone does up there, but I mean, because of the weather. Puck, I used to roll a joint so large it lasted an entire episode of Star Trek Voyager amongst 5 people, and we never finished it. It's fucking Kronk, end of year pull. Whatever that means. Kronk. Okay, well, that's a man smokes a large joint. You're not the first person I've heard about on these channels who smokes a large joint, I can say that. All right, campers. What's with the really annoying bird calls in the background? Is Mommy or Marcelino? You don't like the bird sounds? Okay, I can change that. You know what would be good is let's see if this sounds all right. No, that's too boring. Fuck. Yeah, this is all right. All right. Let's continue. Davy. Morris. They make money from the homeless. NGOs. That's true. Puck. The 1-hour joint, and you still didn't finish it with 5 people. That must have been one big fucking joint. The homeless industrial complex. Well, the state that has that mastered is Gavin Newsom's California. You know, talking about the tens of billions of dollars gone to Democrat corruption of the system there. tens of millions, probably hundreds of millions. I mean, that's with all the other Democrat corruption. So you know what I mean. It gets to a point where you just turn right. Your faith in the medical profession is incongruous with many of your other stated beliefs. Incredible. What are you talking about? Your faith in the medical profession. I guess you're referring to the doctor now that's doing psilocybin, legal psilocybin office treatment, okay, or visits, is incongruous with many of your other stated. I don't know what that means. Can you clarify that? Maybe hop on the show or just clarify what you're saying? Elaborate. Elucidate. I agree with Walken. We used to do karaoke song in the style of Christopher Walken as a joke. They are fucking... Yeah, that would be fucking amazing, yeah. Metallica by Chris Walken voice. It's fun. You need to refresh the chat, Morty. Your temp. Well, I am. I'm quite a bit behind. Okay. Hello, Rufus. How are you? All right. Elf doesn't need money. You're living unlike the critic. Well, he doesn't live. Well, we're not going to talk about him. He's got the money, but he has no life. I mean, it's unbelievable. But I'm not going to get into that. That electrical guy is a real piece of work. Well, someone should check out his fuse box, because a long time ago, somebody put the wrong fuses in there, and it really creates lots of malfunctions, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I am, right now, yeah. Okay, Ko-Fi. Oh, I got a Ko-Fi. Support on Ko-Fi. Somebody out there, some nice person, maybe even a Canadian or an Australian, made a Ko-Fi just now. Whoever you are, thank you so very much. Thank you very much. It's great. Thank you. Right. Okay, here it is. A new donation from Lobster. MacLobster. Thank you, Mr. MacLobster. Thank you very much. It's so helpful. Support on Ko-Fi. Right. Oh, what's this? Ko-Fi. A new donation from Chris F. on Ko-Fi. Oh, Chris. Chris and McLobster. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this helps. No, I'm not going to say I'm the poor, and then, invest $100,000 in the stock market. McLobster, after rewatching He-Man recently, the level of gayness was shocking. He was no joke. Oh, gayness. Oh, fuck, shit. He-Man is gay? Fuck. Or gayness, right? Morty, have you seen all these vids about Europeans and Asians discovering how great America is and how much the news lies about everything? Well, it's absolutely true. In Asia, they like to watch, a lot of the Brits like to watch BBC for news, which is totally, as Trump will prevail in his lawsuit against them. They're just, their news is just, leftist propaganda shit. And that's where they get, and CNN World, they get their news from that. And so they have no idea what's going on. So I certainly believe that Asians and Europeans come here and love what they see. Hopefully they're not attacked and, shot, stabbed, beheaded, and attacked, mutilated and raped, and they go to the right neighborhoods in the right cities. But think of all the things Europeans and world travelers can visit that's just safe and beautiful, like Grand Canyon and, autumn foliage up in Vermont, New Hampshire in the fall, in October. And there's a Washington, D.C., which is now unbelievably safe because Trump has cleaned it up, man, And you can go to Disneyland, and take a tour in New York, but be very careful, and go to Wyoming and Go to Las Vegas, but don't go to Circus, whatever you do, you know. I mean, yeah, and go to Chicago. I mean, visit the museums and the restaurants and, you know, Joliet State Prison and Stateville Prison. Go visit them. They might give tours, or, you know, tourist visitor center. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, go to Stateville Prison or Joliet. Say hello to your YouTube friends currently behind bars. You know, why not? Dirt Diggler, bro, I just got back from Florida. It's hotter than Lucifer's a-hole. I would rather live in Puck's family. Well, I agree with you. I mean, I agree. I mean, I was in Florida a long time ago. I mean, the last time. And the last time was Miami or Orlando. I don't remember. It's fucking, you know, hot and humid. It's awful. Absolutely awful. Yeah. But if you never leave your house except, you know, to go to Wawa for 5 minutes, then it doesn't matter. All right. Just turn the air conditioner on and sit in your chair and talk to your cleaning lady. I don't know. Holy fuck. That watch boy. You look familiar. How you doing? Good evening. McLobster. Hey there, Puck. Puck. A big win today gave Mort his cut. Thank you so much. Whatever it is, $1, $500, $20,000, it's great. Thank you. Puck, can't believe Doorknob and Ruby are actually laying together. Okay. Gonna catch up with the comments. I'm a bit behind here. Oh, do you believe this Juneteenth today? Is today? Is today Juneteenth? Obama, meaning Biden, created a new national holiday called Juneteenth, which nobody in America knows what the hell it is or ever heard of it unless you're in Texas. It's a Texas thing. I certainly never heard of it. And when I was in Texas, people were talking about Juneteenth or whatever. And so what the hell is Juneteenth? You never heard of Juneteenth? No, what is it? Because the name sounds the word is so fucking stupid. Juneteenth. So fucking stupid. Anyway, so in the Biden era, which was really Obama, third term, he created another federal holiday to please those people who vote Democrat, you know, and all the illegals and everybody who they can convince vote Democrat, all you people. But, you know, the people who Joe Biden said, they're going to put you in chains. You ever hear him say that? When he was at a black church, he was saying, they're going to put you in chains. Jesus. That's when that was around the time when he talked about, the kids used to come up and rub their hands along my legs. I've got hairy legs. And Corn Pop was a bad dude. Unbelievable. Juneteenth is an absolute crock of shit. What that's about is, I don't even know. I mean, when the Emancipation Proclamation was official, signed, the word didn't, in Washington, D.C., the word didn't get down to the people in Texas until a month later. So there were people over that month who were slaves, who didn't know that they were freed. They were actually, given freedom a month ago. So so the day they found out, they realized, fuck, I just lost another month at the slaving at the plantation. Okay, that's a Texas thing. It shouldn't be a national holiday. I mean, it's got nothing to do with the rest of the country. Absolutely nothing. It's just, Obama, not Biden, Obama, trying to build up his audience, his constituency of uninformed, low information, illegal alien, and others voters. Dubs wants the cockatoos back. Okay, let's continue on. No way at all. We like Steve Irwin. I mean, that's not nice. Okay. Why doesn't Aussie expat visit the diner anymore? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. No idea at all. Nope. Don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I've seen him, maybe one or two other places, but he goes where he goes. He's not under contract. We don't have a memo of understanding. He can come here anytime he wants. He's always welcome, but maybe he's busy. Who knows? Could be anything. He's ready. Gildan, Morty, how many cookies would you need to stream from the bathhouse? Do you mean the Man's Country gay bathhouse in Chicago? Sitting in the steam room with Obama? Watching him get service from the rich, older, white men, businessmen, millionaires. That's what he used to do. He especially enjoyed getting blown by wealthy, rich white guys. Wealthy, rich, old white guys. That's what was said about him. That he enjoyed getting blown by that kind of friend at the bathhouse. This is true. I mean, Watch Reporter knows what I'm talking about. I know he does because he knows this stuff. You other people out there, you just aren't informed. It's don't believe me. Just ask Larry Sinclair. I need a rent. Right. Okay. Very good. McLobster. Aussie expat brags about his wealth even in his sleep, and yet he can't spare a dime for his friend Morty. What does that mean? What are you saying, expat? I mean, excuse me, McLobster. Expat brags about his wealth even in his sleep. Okay, and yet he can't spare a dime for his friend. You know what I have to say to that? Okay. Ozzy knows who I am. He knows where I am here. He can stop anytime he'd like. He can open up his Bitcoin account anytime he ever wanted to. It's certainly... I just enjoy talking to him. He's just about the smartest guy out there, if you include me. Me and Ozzy Expat, and... I don't know. I don't really have to think about that one. But most of the people who are really, really smart, they left a long time ago. They don't hang around for this crap with those people, those hateful channel people. McLobster, I want to go see the new reflecting pool. Absolutely. It's going to be beautiful. Yeah. Morty, maybe you could do a karaoke. Brother, can you spare a dime? I don't do impressions anymore. Oh, I don't do impressions, all right? And I certainly don't do a Chris Walken voice, so... But, you know what you do? Next time you see Easy Company on one of those shows, or here, if he ever stops by here, you'll do a Christopher Walken singing that song. That's a really great song from the Depression years, I mean. Yeah, I mean... But it's an Americana classic. If anyone doesn't know that song, because you're living in... some shithole in Central Europe or something. It's called Brother, Can You Spare a Dime? Beautiful song, and really reflective of America during the Great Depression. I mean, it's amazing. Al Jolson sang that, but many people did. I think Bing Crosby also recorded that. Yeah. And many others. Chris F. Morty, will you be watching fireworks on the 4th of July? I have no plans for fireworks, no. I've done that so many times back in the past. And they do that probably downtown Portland over the river, somewhere around there. And I'm not going downtown that night, so the answer is no. Yeah. That's a good question, though. Yeah. How about you, Chris? Are you going to be out watching fireworks? What forest do you from can remember a sheep keeper in the hunt? Corn Pop. Yeah, Corn Pop was a bad dude. I tried to turn down Corn Pop tubs. Yep, he was a bad dude. Oh, he died. He died from gang violence. Really? Well, maybe Joe Biden knifed him in the back. He's knifed a lot of people in the back, figuratively speaking. I just saw some language expert saying, that expression, figuratively speaking. It's really a bad English, and he went into a litany of reasons why it's not really the right choice of phrase, figuratively speaking, that is, And it was, I don't remember what he talked about, but it sounded reasonable at the time. All right. On the 21st, Australia will have the shortest day. It's a day of shrinkage. Is that what you're saying? So June 21st in Australia is Shrinkage Day. Wow. I don't like the sound of that. Wow. Fuck Dubs, that's tomorrow. Right, okay. Dubs. Biden and Corn Pop had a thing. Right, well, Obama and Larry Sinclair definitely had a thing. I mean, that's no question. Anyway. McLobster, Dubsy, can you send a couple singlets to our friend Buck? He's been seen shirtless at the Yeah, right. Well, it's summertime, man. It's hot outside. I mean, you did have shoes on, so you have to wear shoes. The shirt thing, I don't know. It's tradition to remove the shirt when becoming He-Man. Wow, okay. An Australian drug talk here. This is good. Hook. Puck up with some slappers. Okay. Very good. Don't offend my culture, I'll throw a jar of Vegemite. Right. When you lose all your retirement, you don't feel like that. When you lose all your retirement money on Bitcoin, you don't feel like talking to other losers on YouTube. Oh, you're talking about Aussie Expat. No. I don't remember. I heard him about a month ago or 2 months ago, or maybe I was talking with him. I don't remember. He lost about $1 million in Bitcoin or something. And he was fine. He seemed absolutely fine with it. He said, no problem. It'll come back. No problem. I don't remember, but it was something like that. Morty's always busy or puck out. Right, okay. Yeah, maybe divest from plastic. Puck. Huh? Right. Okay, we got a sword talk here. Voltron is right. Very good. Okay, we're all caught up. That's absolutely amazing. We got 10 people watching. I don't know who's on, if anyone else is on right now, but I bet you after I started at 8 o'clock, other person or more saw it and whoa! So they might have started up a stream because they saw I was on. It's within the realm of possibility there. Like for shizzle. Faux shizzle. It's been 2 hours. 2 hours on the edible and I do feel a little bit of sense of, I can feel a sense of, at the low level, relaxation, but yeah, I can feel it, but it's not a high at all. And I need all the, whatever. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. Gigawatt. I took a 1.5 edibles at 7:30. So that's 7.5 milligram THC and about 4 milligram CBD. But as Davey Smalls was saying earlier in the chat, I need to kick it up to 10 milligram THC to really get a sensation of anything really, positively notable. So, but I do feel a very light overall sense of relaxation. Yes, it's there, yes, but it in no way it's not any kind of high or anything like that. This thumbnail, Morty, what fashion style is that? I don't know. It's extremely common to see girls dressed like this all over America. Maybe Dirk Diggler could describe what style of fashion that is. I don't know what you'd call it. Kind of like military slut. Would that work? Military gang slut. The military gang hoe. They say hoe, not slut. The military gang hoe fashion style. Yeah. The camo gang ho. That's it. The camouflage. The camo gang ho slut. I think that's what it would be. Having a nice Guinness here. Oh, very nice. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow or the day after when I do it again, I'll kick it up to 2 edibles. That'll be 10 milligram THC and 5 milligram CBD. And we'll just keep kicking it up. Hurritan 2 hours ago, or an hour ago, he said he's up to 70 milligram THC. Otherwise, he doesn't feel anything. That's absolutely unbelievable, but true. Right, okay. My ex-girlfriend is a new... Whoa, very good. Okay. All right, 13 viewers. It's 9:30 here on the West Coast. 12:30 in the morning on the East Coast. I don't know what it is in Bulgaria, but who knows? 14 viewers. Any questions, comments? Ko-Fi. Super Chat. PayPal. No Super Chat. PayPal, Ko-Fi, Cash App. Help support the channel. Help Morty, become a Northern California stoner. A gay Northern California stoner. A gay beer-drinking Northern California stoner. A gay beer-drinking, scooter-riding Northern California stoner. Yeah, that's my goal. A gay, scooter-riding, beer-guzzling. You know what I mean. I think my life would be more fun if I became a well, I don't know about the gay part. If I became a beer drinking, pot smoking, beer guzzling, scooter riding, racist as fuck, high 6-figure wheeler dealer. Yeah, dog owner. That my life would probably be improved. Maybe. I don't know. But I think riding the scooter was a great suggestion. Next time I'm at the place where they have scooter, I'm going to look that up on the Lyft. You get a scooter. All right, let me catch up on the comments here. Now, she can also add, right, okay. Chris, are you watching? No, I don't have any interest at all in World Cup anything, or televised sports at all. Nothing. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember I used to watch the Winter Olympics. I would like the slalom skiing. I thought that was really fun to watch. Otherwise, I don't watch any television sports. Just no interest. Yeah. There's Cash App, Ko-Fi, Buck. What is that? That's PayPal. Morty, there's a number of subset young ladies' fashion styles, Nostre. There's a number of subset? What does that mean? I don't know. Oh yeah, they're all over in America now. Yeah. Green hair, blue, pink, red, purple. You know, everything. Nose rings, earlobe extenders, you know, bone through the nose, you know, a 5-inch nail sticking out of someone's forehead. I mean, it's all over the place here. Tattoos, a bunch of tattooed, drug-addled, brain-addled, drug-abusing, alcoholic, opium-smoking, Bernie Sanders voters all over this country. It's incredible. Morty, what color bandanas have you purchased? That's a great question. I don't think I'm into the bandana thing. That wouldn't be my... Well, you never know. I mean, maybe in a year from now, half a year from now, who knows? I might be at the Saturday morning market in downtown Portland with my own tie-dye booth, selling tie-dye t-shirts and bandanas. You never know. Boris might know what I'm talking about, but yeah, open up, get a booth downtown at the Saturday morning market and be the tie-dye drug Tommy Chong guy down there, right? I can't stand Tommy Chong or Cheech Marin. Their comedy routines are just garbage. And Cheech Marin, yeah, he gets movie and TV parts. He was in that piece of that awful waste of time TV show. Nash Bridges with Don Johnson. He was the co-star for like 3, 4, 5 years. Who the hell can watch that shit? Jeez. Anyway. Then you have the wears their hair tied tightly back and wear Crocs. The hair is tied tightly back. They wear Crocs with track pants. That sounds like Aussie expat. His hair tied back, tightly back, wears Crocs and yeah, it's Aussie. That's Aussie expat. Really? That's the style? All right. Very good. Right, exactly. Exactly. W, when they frequent Meccas, they all fight the staff. Oh, you mean like McDonald's? Is that what you mean? When they all frequent Meccas, they all fight the staff. People film it. It's a great study into the teenage female psych. Yeah, those videos are all over YouTube of people having absolutely freaking out and attacking the staff at fast food places and Denny's as well, you know, and other restaurants, but primarily, you know, fast food, McDonald's in particular, and Denny's. Yeah. Who the hell would ever go to a McDonald's? Even if you had kids, why would you go to a McDonald's and eat that shit? I mean, or just go there. I mean, just be with so many lowlifes who, yeah, jeez. I don't know what I said. It's the military gang ho slut look, I guess. Whatever I said. Ooh, it's Tom Wolf. Right. What was that? All right, Puck. That's not a, you know. Very good. Two and a half hours since embalming the edibles, and yeah, I feel just, you know, a slight low-level sense of being more relaxed, which I guess is good. But it's nothing to rave about at this point, yeah, or, you know, be overwhelmingly thrilled with about so far. All right, let's continue. Trump loves McDonald's. Well, yeah, he likes to buy fast food when he has like high school kids and baseball, sports people there and college teams. And yeah, why not? Right. Most people who prep for doomsday don't have an unending faith in the medical profession. Oh, this is from your comment an hour ago. All right, most people who prep for doomsday don't have an unending faith in the medical profession, for example. Well, I believe I'm a doomsday prepper guy. I think that's the correct thing to do. Okay, don't have an unending faith. I don't have an unending faith in the medical profession. I never said anything like that. I said this is a doctor's office somewhere near Portland, and that's her specialty. Office visits for psilocybin treatment, And I was sounding kind of, sounds good, or it might be good. Good for you, good for me. All right. So I don't understand your comment. It's right. Okay. Trump's like Max because he can pick it up, and they don't fuck with it. And right, yeah, right. Okay. You getting the munchies? No, I ate those 6 little potatoes with a can of peas 3 hours ago. So I'm not really hungry. Or I don't feel like anything right now. Now people are prone to have psychotic episodes at supermarket. Exactly, that's correct. Especially Walmart. In America, Walmart is famous for attracting just basically the lowest level of society. You know what I mean? And YouTube is full of videos of people freaking out at Walmart. It's absolutely true. Usually it's they get caught shoplifting, or they're taking a poop or a pee right there in the supermarket section or in one of the aisles. Okay, it's true. I'm not making it up. Or they just get in a fight with a sales clerk or at the checkout with the cashier, and they go fucking ballistic. And they attack, maybe they'll attack the staff. And that's an everyday, all round-the-clock occurrence at Walmart here. There's no question about that, I mean. All right, let's see. Right, cyclones. I like the sound of that word, cyclone. That's a good word. I want to hear him crunch. I don't have any pretzels. All right. I don't know if I'm all out of shredded wheat. I finished all my shredded wheat. I got to get more shredded wheat. Supermarkets are a great study. Exactly. Right. Puck, have you a tiny bag packed for a prepper? That would be nice, right? Yeah, right, for prepping. Right. I went to a Waffle House for the first time a few months ago and finally understood the freakouts. Very inconsistent service. Right. That's absolutely right. Oh. Waffle House. That's a chain in the South. I've been to there. I've been there a number of times. Yeah. Yes. Right. 4 dogs, 3 kids. Right. Gamp the raisin toast is noteworthy though. Oh, raisin toast at Waffle House. Okay, very good. There's a thumbs up for the raisin toast. Okay. Yeah, people, especially people from some other countries who have newly arrived here, they lift up their clothing and they poop. Usually it's the women, whoever, and they just poop in the train station or in the supermarket, in the department store. It's absolutely true. The videos are all over YouTube. These are people who've never seen a toilet, plus people who just don't give a shit because they're all drugged out former YouTubers. And yeah, I mean, it's true. Just it's on YouTube, man. Yeah. I saw a video on YouTube of this one neighbor was having a fight with another neighbor, and so when the other lady was not home, she went out and lifted up. It's on YouTube. She lifted up her dress and she dropped a turd on this other lady's car hood. But what happened was somebody's house, one of those Ring cameras or security cameras on someone else's home across the street, got all that on video. And showed it to the police and the neighbor next door, the lady who was shit upon, who was shat upon, and they arrested the shitter, not the shittee. Yeah, the sick people everywhere, man. Where does all the degenerative behavior? It comes from Democrats who've destroyed everything that was good in America. It's absolutely true. Democrats and leftists. Communists. That's the answer. That's the quick and short answer, and it's correct. Right. And corrupted people in government as well, and society, and deviants and perverts, degenerates. It's just one after the other. It's on a trail, quickly accelerating downward. Right. I need something to eat. Right. Okay. I need something to eat. I'm going to put on a video. I'm going to go in the kitchen and look for something. And I'll be back pretty soon. Okay, we're back. That was a nice little break. I got some, I don't have any snack type food. Nothing. Brussels sprouts, sardines, salmon. I have stuff like. So I have some cherry tomato type tomatoes. Well, no, not cherry tomatoes. They're just really small tomatoes, whatever they call them. So I'm gonna snack on some of those. Okay, and I'll make appropriate mouth noises to please the critics. Refreshing. All right, let's get back here. "16 comments. All right, very good. Yeah. I didn't feel like eating 5 minutes ago, but now I feel like eating something. Yeah. I'm not interested. I mean, if there's a story there, I mean, yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah. Well, I'm not craving pizza or a potato knish, but yeah. Buy it, baby. I haven't eaten a Domino's pizza in maybe 15 years. I mean, like real, for reals. Disavowed from the trust. So how will he survive in the wilds of Asia? Well, all right. All right, now people want to know. I don't know anything about this, and you have to ask T-Dubs about it. Right, exactly. Morty is gearing up for the late night voodoo. You know, I didn't think of voodoo donuts. They're on DoorDash. These tomatoes are better for me than eating a dozen donuts. I don't know what that means, but okay. I've never had bratwurst. Never. I've never had, what's that disgusting stuff? Liverwurst. Never ever had that. When I was a kid, I remember, you know, people would bring in their, bag lunch to school. Or, lunch pail, lunch. And a lot of kids would have a liverwurst sandwich, which is like, my God, unbelievable. I have no idea what, I guess it's some ground up pork sausage thing, but, ugh. Yes, I do. I watch tons of videos about that and website stuff. Absolutely. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Bauernwurst is tasty, especially with a good. Well, campers, look, if you're having some, then why not? I'll have some. A new Australian guy is making some great videos on. There's so many video channels, so many channels about Egypt. It's just incredible. And why shouldn't there be? You know. Morty, are you familiar with the fish gutting videos from India on YouTube? I mean, slicing up fish at the fish market, fishmonger stuff. Oh yeah, I watch lots of that stuff. Usually they're Asians, but I've probably seen Indians in other countries as well. Yeah, absolutely. A series, is there, there's a channel specifically dedicated to fish gutting videos? That I'm not familiar with. Okay, Ben, all right. I'll check it out. Well, let me look it up right now real fast. I'll check it later, but thanks for the info. The dendron. I'm not familiar with that. Nightshades are bad for people. You know, you're probably right. But they're so, you know, the potatoes. You gotta like them. I mean, this country couldn't exist without potatoes. Think about it. Oh, yeah, that sounds like good stuff, but I think I've seen those kinds of vids. Yeah. Right, exactly. Mort munching away like AD and stomach stapler. The stomach stapler. Oh my God. I heard that on some other show. Oh. The Sicilian stomach stapler. The savage Sicilian stomach stapler. Drekovac. Unbelievable. You know, there certainly were lost civilizations, ones that we haven't found yet. That's or ever might find. But in terms of the lost civilizations where they had flying machines and you know, high tech and battery-powered light bulbs and, you know, whatever, you know, battery-powered candles. And no, I don't believe that ever, like, no. Right. Well, you know. Well, I'm going to put the tomatoes back in the fridge. All right. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, 11 viewers. So I put the tomatoes back in the fridge. All right, we got anybody want to talk about anything? I can put the link up if anybody, has. Vases made from rose granite. Oh yeah, all that precision engineering, like on the ancient, how they built the pyramid. All the blocks are cut with machinery and high-tech engineering, and who knows? I mean, yeah. I don't. Nobody knows yet, really. Well, they know many things, and many things not yet. Right. Who cuts notches into wooden beams to build a house 200,000 years ago? System. So Morty's final days have become smoking, eating dope, and eating everything because of the munchies. Yeesh. Well, amazing. Smoking, eating dope, and eating everything because of it. No, I could go for a turkey sandwich right now, actually, but nah. Let's get back. All right. Is the robot unboxing tonight? What robot? You mean Puck? I don't know. I'll come talk about lost civilizations and shit. All right, maybe so. Let me see. No robot update yet. Okay. $14 viewers. Let's see if I have any thumbs up. If that changed at all. All right, eight thumbs up. Oh. They were arresting people in Melbourne for climbing trees. Well, you know how to stop that. Just cut the trees down. It's pretty simple. Puck, you need a pug. All right, I'm going to put the invite link up. I don't have any topics right now that I have to talk about. It's all been covered. But if anybody would like to talk on the panel, we can do that. Victoria has these public security, right? Sherbet. I haven't had sherbet in 40 years, 30 years. I don't remember. Wow, amazing. Yeah, sherbet. That's what became sorbet. You're absolutely right. Nobody uses that word anymore. Amazing. Hello, Puck.
Hello. My coach to the left.
Let me lower the music.
It's to the right. And I'm stuck here in the middle with you. I'll talk about anything. Fuck. I'm going to talk about ancient civilizations and pyramids and shit for a bit. Okay. I'm down for that. I know what I'm talking about. And I'll make the case for it.
Okay, well, can't beat that.
Yeah. I'm down.
No, did you ever go to Seattle? No, I have no desire to go to Seattle for anything.
You know what's a really
I don't follow sports, so no Max.
You know what's a really fascinating thing to look into is the La Brea tar pits.
I've been there many times.
Yeah.
Well, Los Angeles,
I'd love to go visit that museum.
Oh, yeah. I was there last maybe 20 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, but yeah, it's very, very cool to visit there. It's very interesting. And
it is, what is that period? The Pleistocene?
I don't remember the details, but it's Ice Age primarily.
Yeah, like that's before the last Ice Age we just had, which was the Triassic period. And then before that was the Pleistocene.
Yeah, they found
the Trias, and
they found
now we are in the Holocene. Is the period we are in.
That's right. Yeah, they found mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, and all kinds of fascinating stuff.
They didn't just find them; they found fucking lots of them, like tens of thousands.
That's absolutely correct. Yeah, they have a huge, storage facility of all the fossils and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think of the megalodon teeth, Puck? The megalodon teeth.
We're talking about Megalania, the giant goanna. Or you mean megalodon shark? Do you mean the shark one or the big goanna one?
Well, they haven't really found any of the megalodon, the shark ones in Australia, have they? They found the giant wombat.
That is Diprotodon. The giant wombat is Diprotodon, and it is Pleistocene era before the last ice age we had, and now we are Holocene.
They found a lot of many megalodon teeth in England. There's a section of England, there's an area of England called the what do they call it? The Jurassic Coast. And people go looking at those videos all over YouTube of people who go there and they find megalodon teeth. Often.
Yeah, they found this in the interior of the outback.
We got to read the chat out for a sec. Hold on.
Let me catch up. Baskin Robbins used to have a red. That's correct. Right. I'm getting there. We used to get a sherbet in the glass. Right,
I'm
exactly.
reading for you.
I'm getting there. Don't
Combat wombat is the Protodon, and it's this Pleistocene era gigantic wombat that's fucked. And if you think kicking a wombat today is going to break your feet, imagine a fucking wombat the size of a bear. That's fucked.
Right.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
How do you kill that? You can't.
You don't kill it. You can't. You're right. They were were they herbivores? They weren't carnivorous, were they, Puck? They were herbivores, weren't they?
Dude, I know a story about a wombat up the back of Araluen that dug its way into someone's old abandoned long drop shitter, and it had its like home in the bottom of his shitter because apparently wombats like shit. And he shut up this thing one day, and it came running out of its hole, pushed the door down of his shitter, and the dude got 126 fucking stitches. And it's a fucking wombat, and it doesn't eat meat. It mauled him and tried to kill him. He had to fight it. He had to fucking fight this thing.
I just looked
Yeah,
this
because
up.
they do have.
I just looked up Combat Wombat, and I can't believe this, but there's an animated movie, Combat Wombat from 2020.
Yeah,
Looks like a Pixar, just like a Pixar kind of movie.
it's like a meme of Mortal Kombat, but it's Immoral Wombat, right? Immoral
Unbelievable.
Wombat. Yeah. Immoral Wombat is Australia's superhero. He's like fucking Ned Kelly. It's Immoral Wombat. He tells the
I'm
government.
saving Combat Wombat to my movie list. It looks good.
Yeah,
I'm just fascinated. I've just been getting a lot of these videos on these Egyptology, and one come up the other day about this vase, the precision-made vase, which is supposed to be pre-dynastic
Yeah, that's
Egypt. And apparently, when they found them, they found nearly 50,000 of them. A lot of them have made their way into private collectors' hands. You can actually get them. You can purchase them.
They date them to pre-dynastic, but the pre-dynastic people found those by looting other, even older graves, dude, from the Ice Age, man. We don't actually know what culture made those.
Yeah, this is talking about 10,000 years and beyond in history.
Yeah, we don't even know what culture made those fucking things.
That's right.
I know.
That's right.
That's Benno, right? Benjamin. What's his fucking? Yeah, I think it was his last name.
Ben Van Kerkwick, or whatever. He's the Aussie kid.
Ben Kirkwood. Yeah, Ben Van Kirkwood. That's him.
Yeah. Because he says that this the Egypt guy Awas is they reckon once Awas dies, there's going to be a lot more come out because he's covering it all up. Awas.
Well, I believe that. I believe he's purposely covered up things that have been found that he knows about. Yeah, absolutely.
They're actually building in the process of building a new museum there. It's going to be huge because
the new museum, the new Egyptology museum's already open, but they're making another one now in Turkey around the site of the Tepes. There's like 120 Göbekli Tepes now. And they're making a universal museum in Turkey.
Hey, I found...
There's a certain symbol that... There's a certain...
I just looked up Ben Van Kerkwick. I subscribed to his page years ago, but I haven't looked at it in a long time. But
that's I watch all these not Kurtwood. Yeah. Sorry, not Kurtwood.
It's called Uncharted X.
Yeah, Uncharted X. I've known him for 10 years. I talked to Jeff Meldrum backstage. He just passed away, and he's the American proper Bigfoot guy. He's the guy with all the shit. I never got to chat with John Bindernagel, God rest his soul, but I used to hang out with fucking Jeff Meldrum backstage, and I called him Papa Smooth. You get a few whiskeys in him, and he'll talk shit for fucking hours, can't, when he's not live.
Have you seen the skulls that they found of the pre-dynastic Egyptians? They say that there's some alien intervention there. There could have been some interbreeding.
No, you're talking about the Aztec mummy bullshit thing, right?
No. Skulls. Share screen, Morty. Share screen. I'll bring one up.
Skull elongation. I can explain it to you.
Yeah, they banned that when they're infants. They strap it up with like bandages to purposely misshape the skull as it grows.
Yeah, 90% of them, Morty, are human done skull things, but there's about 10%, and the actual cranial capacity does not explain elongating a human skull. Their head is bigger statistically, and it doesn't look like cranial boarding. There's about 10% of these Peruvian fucking elongated skulls.
I can't bring it up. It's not letting me share it.
Yeah,
I know exactly what Dubs is talking about. There's about 10% of these Peruvian and Amazonian Southern American elongated skulls that do not look cranial boarded. In fact, their brain capacity is about 25% larger than modern humans.
What about the girl they found, the frozen girl they found her up the mountain? She was the most perfectly formed, preserved perfectly.
Was she
Peru?
I think that was Peru.
Yeah, the Peruvian girl.
That's called mummification because of the coldness and the dry climate. The frost pulls the moisture out of your body and it naturally mummifies you. And there's some of the world's best preserved mummies are the children they left on mountains.
See, this all brings me back to Gilda's question. See, the CCP are doing a case study on the walrus, and they wanted mummifying. There will be mummification done.
Yeah, I can teach you how to make some natron from ancient Egypt if you want.
Oliver tree in Antarctica. I don't know what that refers to.
I've heard of that.
Did you know Antarctica used to be attached to Southern Australia about, how long ago was that? Jesus Christ, that was a lot of millions of years, about 250 million years ago.
Yeah, that's like the North. We were attached to Asia.
Antarctica has its own fossils of dinosaurs, like Michele and Bembe. And they're the same ones.
That's where the dingo came from. The dingo is an Asiatic dog.
Mm.
No, that's 50,000 years. They're not like millions of years.
Gampers. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I understand. I get your point, but I don't think that would apply. But you don't know. Who knows? Yeah. Dingoes. Right.
The dingoes are around 50 to 75,000 years in Australia, and that's how long they reckon abos have been here. But now
I don't prescribe to doing shrooms, LSD, those things, the psilocybins, hallucinogenics. I've seen too many guys lose their brains, mate. They lose their marbles with it.
Well, like
it's okay if the dosage is restricted and the dosage is like supervised.
Well, like I said, it's at this point, at this time, I mean,
no one's making a cup of tea of Datura, Dubsy. You're not going to be sitting around on the park bench like fucking Katie.
Datura is supposed to be medicinal, but it can be.
It's fucked. Don't touch it. I'm telling you this.
No, I've never have, and I've never touched shrooms. That's what I mean. I just look. If they've got people with severe PTSD, which I do have a bit, but I would. No.
I'm clinically diagnosed with PTSD. One of my mates gave me fucking a quarter of an ounce of blue meanies, and I shoved them in some vodka because they were dried, and squished the fuck out of them. I was drinking my blue meanie vodka. And it did nothing to me. I'm already fucking seeing through space and time and rainbows, man.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything for me. I can already see it.
The ayahuasca trip is really only. It's said that it's noted to be only like 30 seconds long or half a minute or something. Is that true?
No. You're thinking of DMT.
DMT.
Yeah, ayahuasca is a very long journey, dude, and don't do it on yourself. Don't do it to yourself.
No, not at my age. I'd die. I'm 63, fuck. I'd fucking die. I'm talking about back in the 70s, the 60s and the 70s, like when there was a lot of trips about,
I've done DMT once. And about 30 seconds, I saw the fucking machine elves, dude.
The what?
The machine elves. For about,
What's that? What are they?
They're what people describe as the people on the
Portals.
outside of ayahuasca.
Portals.
No, they're the machine elves. They're not aliens. Because they don't exist in our reality as we can see it physically. They're interdimensional spiritual beings, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, look at the Irish with the leprechauns. The leprechaun, that's trippy shit.
Did you know, if you look at accounts of fairy abductions and what people have said, And then you look at accounts of modern alien abductions. They're the same
Yeah.
fucking ones, dude. They're the same fucking creature doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, folks in the chat. Yeah, I'm not interested in him anymore at all, in any way or any fashion. So just if you want to watch him, he appears on those other channels. So.
Oh, you know who else? You know who else just passed away recently, Tubbs? You know Nick Pope, the UFO British alien guy that used to work for the Department of Defense? He just passed away recently.
The name rings a bell.
I'm fucking pissed off about that. I can't talk to fucking Nick anymore. He used to get licked and get on the beers, man, and we used to talk so much fucking shit.
Yeah, look, but, you know, they release those files about the UFOs and shit like that. A lot of people knew all that shit anyway.
I'm just saying, I talk to these cunts personally because everyone wants everyone wants to explain everything to Elf, from Bigfoot Guy to Nick Pope, and all these people are passing away on me now. When I'm like, I just had a mental breakdown for a couple of years, and I haven't talked to them in a while, and now they're all fucking dead. It's like, you cunts.
Well, the thing is, we don't live forever, Pup. We're a humanoid, you know. We're Homo sapiens. We're not designed to live forever, you know. Maybe in past there was maybe there was another civilization that lived. They were designed better than us, and maybe. Look, I was listening to this guy last night, that Ben guy, and he was talking about like these cell phones and that. Now maybe we're in a time period where everything will get fucked up, and we'll go back to cave, like start living in caves and fires and hunting
Exactly. In 1,000 years.
And then they'll tell stories. They'll tell stories about cell phones. They'll discover these cell phones buried fucking 20 feet in the dirt.
In 1,000 years, once we're fucked and back to the Paleolithic, which means stone technology, someone will be making a black shiny rock in the shape of a square and talking about can unlock the knowledge of the gods because they law about the fucking
That's it.
Yeah. The most.
Did you know in Victoria, Australia, we have evidence of fires and jointed wooden joinery that goes back 125,000 years, and people are going to say Aborigines have been here for about 50 to 75, but no.
Where's this? In Victoria?
People were here before them, and Aborigines have up to 7% Denisovian DNA in them. And if you look at the bodies and the skulls from Yellow Creek in the middle of the outback, they're not human. And you're not allowed to talk about it in archaeology and shit because the black fellas will say, oh no, they're our bones and you can't look at them. But they're not even Aboriginal.
Why is that the case? They won't let the archaeologists and that into because they want to preserve it. They say it's sacred. They're not to be fucked with.
They're not Aboriginals. They're not part of their tribe. They don't know who these people are. It's just a modern tribe on that land, so you can't touch those bones. And these people are fucking Denisovians. The women in that group of skeletal remains are on average 6.5 feet tall, and the men are 7.5 to 8 feet tall. And they're not fucking modern humans or Aboriginals. They're just fucking.
Yeah, they said that the Denisovian came from the northeast, didn't it? When before the plates, the tectonic plates shifted and broke away. Didn't they come from the north? What was that, pre-Neanderthal or post-Neanderthal?
They were contemporary with Neanderthals and modern humans. We all existed around the same time, about 50,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were contemporary with us, and we were just the most successful breeders. and they bred with us, and now they are in our DNA, and we just outbred them. We didn't kill them.
But we're not really successful in we're not really successful. Why do we get why do we have all these ailments, Puck, like cancers and flus and fucking that? We're not really successful in we haven't been really successful in.
I'll explain where cancer was invented if you want. You go into that. Did you know your fucking nana's mum never fucking had cancer?
Yeah, that's right.
You want to know where cancer came from, dude? I'll fucking explain it to you if you want. Okay, right. You know how we have onshore nuclear bomb testing back in 1947?
Yep.
What if this entire UFO abduction bullshit of cows and crap, cutting out eyeballs, soft tissues, and genitals are the exact spots where you would look for radiation deprivation in the food chain? And did you know once you contaminate someone's DNA, it's passed on to the next of kin? And I think the 1940s and 50s global nuclear bomb tests invented cancer. Now it's in our DNA and we're inheriting it.
Yeah.
That's where cancer comes from.
Plus our exposure to petrochemicals, fumes, things like diesel, like things like that. Our diet as well. Our diet probably has had a big part in it as well. But yeah, you're right, because when was the last above ground nuke they tested? It was in the 50s, wasn't it? And they stopped.
Oh no, it was you were adult in like 1992, man.
What about Australia, mate? At Woomera Rocket Range, Woomera, they tested nukes at Woomera, the British. Didn't they? Woomera Rocket Range.
No, incorrect. No, we actually invented and tested the Tomahawk, a guided ballistic missile at Woomera, and not a nuke. Wrong.
I thought they tested nukes at Woomera in the 50s, the 60s.
No, that's
what I knew an Irishman. He was an ex-paratrooper. He was an ex-paratrooper and came to Australia.
That's Alice Springs, not Woomera.
Okay. Fuck. You know, this Hanson wants to go. Did you see her at the press club? She wants to go nuclear.
Who's that?
Pauline Hanson.
I mean, who is that?
Oh, it's this fucking
No, I mean like
One Nation bullshit.
governor or
She's a poly come fucking you know, like a look. She was around in the early 90s, and they castigated her. They locked her up. Said she was a racist and all this shit. And now her party was made.
Right, she was right.
She's made a really big comeback lately, Morty, with the.
She's the most popular politician in Australia because she's saying, "Get the fuck out of our country," and she's doing a Donald Trump, and we're going to re-migrate these fuckers out of here. Get fucked.
Yeah, they call it the Orange Revolution. The Orange Revolution.
That's right. I'm fucking down for the Ranganana, bro. You know, Pauline Hanson's like fucking turning 80 or some shit. She's old.
Did you see what happened there at the press club? That was fucking wild, mate. That was a complete security breach. Imagine if it was a bomb.
Yeah, I know. They want to get her killed. Same thing.
That was a watershed moment, mate, in Australian politics. A watershed moment.
Dubs, why is it called the Orange Plan, or whatever you said?
Well, if you look at the One Nation's party symbol, it's you'd have to bring it up. It's orange, and plus she dyes. She's a redhead.
I see.
Yeah. But what happened was, in the middle of a speech at the press club, we have the National Press Club. They all go in there. They give their speech. like a quarter of the way, halfway through it, this mechanical banner started to come down below. Hey, g'day, cutie. This mechanical banner started to come down behind her, and they reckon that they were in on it. They reckon that the ABC or the press club was in on it, which is really dangerous, you know. Like, it could have been, imagine if some fucking loony thought, oh, I'll put a stick of gelignite in there, you know, and fucking blow her away, and that'll be the end of it. But if that happens, if something happens to her, she will attain martyrdom. She will be martyred, mate, and it'll get bigger. It'll get fucking bigger. And that's when you get into dangerous territory. When it's not fanatical yet, it's not fanatical, but if something happened to her...
Charlie Kirk was the worst thing that left ever attempted.
Yeah, exactly, Puck.
I was not a fan of Charlie Kirk, but I could feel a fundamental shift in the force of reality and the state of the world when that happened. And it fucked me up mentally and emotionally. And I don't even like the guy. It's just, you can't fucking do that.
Well, I didn't know that much about him. It's more the younger set, but that what is it? The Morty, what was Kirk? That
his name of his organization?
Yeah.
I don't recall the second.
Turning Point USA.
That's right.
Yeah, Turning Point. Yeah, Turning Point.
Yeah. See,
I didn't realise how big he was. I didn't realise how popular he was until after the assassination.
Well, yeah, I listened to him or watched him for years, but I didn't have any idea he was as major a figure as he was after the reporting was done on him, you know, so much about the organization he created and all that.
If you disagree with Charlie Kirk because he's promoting fundamental Christian values, I don't know what to tell you fucking lefties. And you killed the guy. And you fucked up. No. I'm not playing fucking that. Don't you jump yourself. She's got to jump herself and learn confidence. Hold on. I'm going to make the dog jump. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Down. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. You've done it before. Come on. Oh, no.
Nah, she wants you to carry. She wants you to pick her up, Puck.
I know
she's riding.
Done it before. Come on. No, don't you fucking pull me down. Don't. Jump. You gotta do it on your own.
If she hasn't jumped before, she's probably frightened to.
No, she has jumped before. There she goes.
Oh, right.
See? She just needs encouragement.
She's out.
She needs to build confidence. She's just a puppy.
See, the thing with his wife, what's the story with his wife? What the fuck is going on there? That's bizarre.
I haven't followed it because the tabloid press is just, you know, I don't know what. I mean, their motivation is because the press motivation to destroy her or ridicule her or insult her is because they're all Democrat fanatic or left-leaning
because they turned
assholes.
Charlie into a martyr. They want to try and silence.
Exactly right. So
yeah, they martyred Charlie, and his wife is pissed off, and she fucking should be. He had 3 fucking children, for God's sake.
Yeah, as soon as the day after she went on TV to deliver her eulogy, the press has been on her incessantly every day with insults, and bloggers and YouTube people. They're just stupid, retarded.
Yeah, they martyred Charlie, so they're trying to shut up his wife. That's what's going on, Dubs.
Yeah, that's what I say. If something happened to Hanson, if something happened to Hanson, then she would achieve martyrdom, and it would turn into fanaticism, and then we're in fucking trouble. Then we might see fucking more open fucking violence on the street.
Did you put your license into the Australian internet to use social media, Dubs, yet? You know that links it to your Windows system key, and even if you use a VPN after you're banned and come back, they've got you fucked, dude.
Yeah. look, I don't know about these VPNs and that. I don't really give a fuck. You know, I don't hold a license anymore. I hold a proof of age card, and it's not often I have to use it. You know, I use. No, I don't have the internet, Puck. I refuse to have it, mate. I don't have it, mate. I refuse to have it.
Good, don't do it.
I haven't had it. I haven't had it since I got it on for my sons back in the 90s, at early 2000s, the dial-up era. What I see now, though, I may be interested in Starlink. Starlink sounds.
Never link your ID to your Windows key in Australia. Fuck off. I'll teach you how to use Tor browser, and they can get fucked, dude. I'm serious, man. You can have some fucking Starlink. Daddy Elon's awesome. He's not fucking Google. He tells those people to go fuck themselves, man.
Yeah. Yeah. See, this format, the StreamYard, is going through my Chrome browser on my phone, but the under the account, the Dubsy account. So I've got a Gmail account, Dubsy. It's not in my name.
But did you have to use the government ID recently with the new laws that have been passed? Just never allowed. If they ask for it.
Yeah, I had the flu shot earlier. I had the flu shot earlier in the week, and I had to give her. She asked for. She said, like she knows that. I said,
no, but did you do it on the internet, Dubs?
Oh, right.
Yeah, not in person with your doctor. That's okay. But I'm just asking.
So what does a VPN do? What's the use of a VPN? What does that do? It's just
it's called a virtual peer network, and it lets you link your internet and reroute it through other countries that don't follow the laws the government's trying to put on you here, and so you don't have to log in to watch fucking porn.
Yeah, my neighbour was telling me about that. She's got one. Yeah.
I can talk you through it, dude. I can talk you through Tor browser and stroll on the dark web and shit if you want. You don't have to.
No, mate, I'm not. Listen, I'm not in any way interested in that, the dark web and all that shit. You know, my youngest boy got involved in it.
The media has convinced you the dark web is evil. The dark web, it means what Google doesn't want you to see. I can go look up Russian local news and read what they're saying about the Ukraine war when it's being censored in your fucking internet feed, but I actually know what's going on from their perspective.
Yeah, that's true. We're only getting fed what we need, what's allowable. That's why look. I'm all for Hanson. What she's saying that we're not multiculturalism. We're not multicultural. We're multi-race country, not multicultural.
No, we are multiracial. We are multiracial, but we don't have to be multicultural. Everyone should enjoy being a good cunt and a fucking Aussie. We don't need to have your own little siloed fucking culture up the back of fucking Sydney raping kids with Sharia law. Fuck off.
No, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. True. Very true. And the thing is like I was in the checkout yesterday. I went to the supermarket down the road where I got a pizza, and it's a little supermarket in IGA. And there was a guy in front of me. He went to the counter, and there was a girl behind me, and I looked and she was yawning. And everyone else was like so fucking silent. And I said, "Oh, did you have a big night last night, did you?" And she said, "Oh, no, it's just life and that." This guy's turned around and looked at me as much as I say I was like, everyone's looking, it's like, "Oh, don't fucking talk. You're not allowed to fucking talk out loud." You know?
I talk to everyone in line at the checkout too. I'm fucking awesome.
They all fucking freaked out, mate.
I know it or not. I'm just going to pretend you're my best friend and start ranting about the fucking weather.
I was just trying to make a random conversation. But that's what I said about to Morty about, like, there was one just recently, there was an incident somewhere, I think it was in Victoria or somewhere.
No, wait. What was their accent when they said shut up? Were they fucking British? I bet
they didn't say anything. They didn't say anything to me. They just...
if they're looking at you, I bet they're from the UK, because people in the UK don't talk to each other because their country is so fucked. When you come to Australia, We say fucking good morning to you when you pass you on the footpath and we're walking our dogs, mate.
No, Gampers, I don't do them anymore, the gonzos, because it's not really good. It's not really good because they will attack you, mate. If they see you stream it, like, it's not good fucking juju, you know. They'll come up to you and say, "Hey, you fucking filming, are you, you fucking dirty cunt? Right, where you fucking, yeah, get the cock." So it's just not worth doing it.
Someone's asking a question in chat. It's, watches drama. Do you think Pauline will become Prime Minister? And no, she can't.
No.
She doesn't have a cabinet. What she
doesn't have it. Yeah, she can give her preferences to the others, libs and that.
What she can do is form preferences with the coalition or the libs and force them to do what she fucking wants.
Yeah, exactly.
She can't.
That's what she'll do. That's what she'll do. See, there's calls actually now to dissolve Parliament. They want to fucking kick Albo out. There's actually calls to sack him, but he's got the Governor General on his side. That old boiler. She's on the Albo team. It's not like.
I want to delete social media so people don't.
But if things get really bad. If things get really bad, which they're getting worse every week, there might be a groundswell of support to actually do that, to block supply.
Anthony Albanese banned the internet because people made memes of him. And Keir Starmer in the UK did the same fucking thing the other day.
Well, I think a lot of that is to do with the, you know, the bullying and that goes on with the social media with the kids. I think, look, I've read some horrendous stories, Puck, with, you know, teenage girls committing suicide, even younger than that.
No, you've been brainwashed. You're wrong. It's not to defend children. What it is we could just ban kids from the internet if we wanted to. But what they're doing is asking adults to link their government ID to internet accounts. That's what's fucking happening, dude.
Oh, is this digital ID shit? The digital ID shit?
Yeah, that's right. It's not banning kids. It's not saving them. They want your fucking ID, and this is an excuse, dude.
Yeah, but see, I don't have the internet. That's why I'm not forced into that position because I can still just use mobile. They're not going to force me to get a digital ID because I've got the.
It doesn't matter if you get one or not, Dubs. Everyone else has to if they use the internet. It doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. It's already done.
Have they got that there, Morty? Have they got it where you are? You got a digital ID?
Digital ID, no.
Yeah, see, the States is different.
That's why you use a VPN and connect to somewhere in the US.
Oh, I'm not sure I understand digital ID, what that means.
Well, it's like, look, Bob Hawke, one of our old ex-prime ministers, he was going to bring it in the 80s. He called it the Australia card, where every citizen would have an ID card. Not like separate to a social security number or Medicare number or anything like that.
No, not here.
Right. But it got shouted down.
It has been talked about by certain people, but
it got shouted down. It never got off the ground.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's already off the ground, Dubs. It's too late. It's done. People have already bought into it because they raised.
What, the digital ID?
Dude, they literally kept kids out of school for 4 years during their pivotal teenage years, and then turned around after saying you can do everything online during COVID, and then they fucking banned them from it, and now they're losing their shit.
Yeah, I know, yeah. That's why I said to Morty about these kids. You see them at these streams, like they go into Macca's and they go nuts. They attack the staff, and they're only teenagers.
There's millions of those videos on YouTube. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, they did it to the kids on purpose, man. They kept them out of school for 4 years with their hormones freaking the fuck out at home, gave them the internet and all these resources, and then turned around 4 years later and shut the internet off and said, fuck off.
Yeah. Haven't they got those other? Haven't they got those other channels they can go on? Not fucking Facebook or
That's what I'm
Snapchat.
talking about. Dark web shit, dude. It's not one big website like
Look,
eBay.
my younger boy was doing it through his PS4, and that he was showing me some shit, and I said, mate, I'm not fucking particularly interested in that bullshit. I said, you're doing yourself a major disservice. In fact, you're fucking up your brain.
No, he's not. He's a freedom fighter, and he's a fucking hero.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's been in trouble before, Puck, for doing it, like hacking into groups. He's been in trouble hacking into groups.
I don't care if he gets in trouble. I believe in what he's doing. He's a good
I
thing.
said, you're trying to be a lone ranger. I said, you won't win any fucking brownie points. You know, it's not going to win you any brownie points for being a...
And when you give up, everyone does. And the people that won't give up, fuck you.
But it was based on his own ideology, his own idea. I said, look, you're like fucking, what's the old biblical term? You're like trying to fight something that you know. I said, just let it fucking be, like the Beatles song, let it be.
And so you
Forget
think being a fucking weak pussy and men don't stand up is the way you want to live your life. You're fucking shit, dude.
No, I'm not saying he's a bootlicker, and I'm not a bootlicker either. I'm not a bootlicker. Never was. But, you know, some things are just better left alone, Puck. Some things are just better left alone, man.
That's right. I'm yelling at fuckwits on the internet about censorship. Thank you.
What do you think, Morty?
Dubs, if you don't have internet, how are you on your phone?
Yep.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, the audio is very good. So.
Well, I mean...
What is he showing there? Oh.
Milk.
What were you showing us, Puck?
It's milk. That's my Lon juice from The Legend of Zelda.
I see.
Yeah, Lon juice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the shit about the eggs? Did you hear about the eggs?
What about eggs?
Oh, well, they say that for the last 25, 30 years, they've been introducing antibiotics to the hens, and some of the antibiotics that they've made their way into the human bloodstream, and a lot of those antibiotics are causing a lot of them are cause of fucking obesity,
You're
autism.
figuring that out today, are you, Dubs?
Autism, psychopathy, fucking
Sure, yeah.
When I was in high school, girls had stupidly enormous fucking tits because they were putting hormones in the chicken. And in around 1998 or 2001, they banned that shit. Putting estrogen.
No, I mean they've got new ones, Puck. They've upped the ante with them, and that's why a lot of these kids are turning to PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, because they're born withdrawing from them. So when they come into the world, they're automatically withdrawing from PEDs. So when they get to an age, then they start on the PEDs. They think, I'm satisfied now. I can access PEDs.
You don't go through withdrawals for your teenage years from a child to not having them. You can be born with withdrawals to a drug addict, but
yeah, I know that. Yeah.
It does not persist through your lifetime. You're wrong.
Oh well, it's something you must. I suppose you don't believe everything you read on the. But all I'm saying is that if anything happens to Pauline Hanson between now and the next election, if anything, even if she fucking falls over and breaks her ankle, God forbid, it'll make fucking Eureka Stockade look like a teddy bear's picnic.
It's the same fucking thing if they successfully assassinated Donald Trump. They're not going to win. What's going to happen is we're going to vote for someone that's fucking worse.
Yeah. Well, imagine, hey, Morty, what sort of world would we be living in if Kamala had got up?
There'd be no more world. It would be over.
No, there'd be no more world, mate. We'd be gone.
Country would. It can't. It's imaginable the destruction that she would wreak on the.
You know, she came to the Gold Coast. She was here in Australia. She came to the Gold Coast and was had the cheek to charge people $250 a head to get in to listen to her bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
And people paid it. They paid it to go and fucking
in
listen to
Australia.
Yeah, on the Gold Coast. Yeah, on the Gold Coast.
No, they didn't, Dubsy. The room was fucking empty and they were playing a laugh track in the back of the video. It was fucking bullshit. Like, hey, it's Saturday, mate. There was no one fucking there. No one went.
It was all staged and bullshit.
Yeah, it was totally bullshit. No one fucking even went, dude.
Certainly.
I thought she was on the ABC. Didn't they interview her on the ABC? The ABC would have been right up their alley.
Right, she sat there on the ABC and talked to them. But no one went to her fucking thing.
The ABC now, Morty, that was our Australian Broadcasting Commission. That was our go-to. Back when I was growing up, it had everything like from dramas to, kids stuff to science. And it was totally apolitical. It was nothing to do with politics, okay? And now that's what Hanson wants to do. She wants to fucking abolish it and make it a subscription-only thing, because it is turned into a fucking
and let it make itself profitable. If the government's paying it to talk shit, it can fuck off. Defund it and let that channel make itself profitable by putting out actual fucking content people want to watch.
Another one we got, Morty, it's called SBS, it's Special Broadcasting Service or something, right? Which was brought about. It was brought about in the late 70s, 80s to broadcast specific programs and that for migrants, right, in their nationality, their language and everything, and they had movies and stuff like that. Was started out as a great idea, and now it's turned into a fucking toxic. It's a toxic fucking political.
SBS is the fucking Noongar black fella channel from Western Australia, mate. Fucking Noongers, bro.
Yeah.
But fucking hate Noongers, mate.
But it's been hijacked, Puck. It's been hijacked.
That's what I'm saying. The fucking Noongers are fucked, mate. They can get fucked. I'm a Corey. Noongers can fuck off.
Watches and drama, you're right. That's right. Watches and drama, you are right there. Exactly. Yeah, it's a scamming industry. It's been going on for too long, and millions and millions and millions of dollars have been fucking thrown into a black hole, and it's disappeared. And there's kids dying. There's kids getting raped and murdered. There's elderly fucking people who are dying. They can't get fucking hospital services. They're sleeping in parks outside hospitals.
That's right. Fucking mate. They're shit. If you try to give them money, they'll just fucking stick it up their asshole with some fucking petrol sniffing. They can fuck off, dude.
Like this latest one, do you see that bird that did the skit, the comedian, when she was sniffing the petrol can, and she said what's her fucking name? Did you see that, Puck? That Lisa someone?
No, I didn't see it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. You're fucking nuts,
yeah.
Bro.
No, she's like a white Anglo, right? She's not, but the skit she does, it's weird. Well, anyway, where did we start on? We started on Egyptology.
I don't think it's weird, Dubs. I think it's fucking normal for their shit culture. I think it's totally normal to them, dude. It's weird to us, but it ain't weird to them. They're just fucked.
I wouldn't say that they're all fucked.
I'm gonna link a fucking song, and you can play this one if you want. They're not gonna fuck you up, Morty.
What is it?
It's called I Love Stealing from Woolies. and this bitch loves me because I'm a complete fuckwit and shit. Uh, yeah, and she will not fuck her.
Campers, everybody in Australia's on the government payroll, mate.
She
Okay,
won't
everybody in Australia's on the fucking government payroll.
shut up, Dubs. I'm just saying she won't fuck you over this. I'll tell her. Fucking Morty's playing it.
Yeah, no, I don't really want to play any other clips. I just feel it's too risky.
Yeah, well, it's a song called I Love Stealing from Fucking Woolies, and it's about people stealing shit from the supermarket, like what's happening in the UK, and it's the most degenerate piece of shit, and she's ragging on it, calling the culture fucking bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. Don't steal shit, don't litter or graffiti, or I'll punch you in the fucking face.
Yeah, but you can't do that, Puck. I mean...
No, but yes, I can. That's where you're wrong. I can, Dubs, and I will.
You can only use reasonable... You can only use force in your own abode.
I don't care if I get arrested.
That's why we got all these... There was one the other day. A guy went nuts in the supermarket in a Woolies. The guy went nuts, and the staff member had to wrestle him to through the flower stall. Where were all these Indian secos? Where were they? These Indian security guards. They were not to be seen. They all ran out the back and hid in the staff room. They don't want to get fucking involved in any scuffles.
I don't care if other men don't want to get involved. I'm telling you, I will punch you in the face.
Me? Why would you want to punch me in the face? I don't steal. I don't steal, Puck. Yeah, Gampus, you're right. You can bop them with the Skeletor sword.
I can punch him with the Skeletor.
All I know is I can tell listeners, everybody out there listeners, interesting, and it's gonna from now until the end of the year, early 2027. Anything could happen. All bets are off. All bets are off. All bets are off.
The best argument you've got is it's not worth standing up.
The Iran deal's off. Bibi Netanyahu, he said to Trump, I'm not fucking following your deal. He started bombing Lebanon last night. Trump went into hiding.
What is true and correct, you pussy.
The reason that Israel has got the West by the balls is because of the Samson option. They will pull the Samson option if they fucking feel threatened.
Yeah, I haven't seen the news today yet on.
It's called nuclear opacity or nuclear ambiguity, Morty. Nuclear ambiguity.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that it's terrible. It's terrible because who's in control? Who's in control? Like Narc comes on and goes on about APAC. Well, he's right about APAC. He is right about APAC.
Okay, if you're going to quote racist shit, I'm not going to deal with that. So.
No, I'm not racist, Morty. I'm just
what you're saying is absolute bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to have Narc's secondhand spreading of hate and viciousness on my show because he's fucked off. He's fucked up.
What's wrong with Puck? Why is Puck going nuts?
I don't know. Fuck right off. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I mean,
I didn't do anything.
He left. No, I don't know why. So
I just come on to have a nice conversation about Egyptology.
Oh yeah, that was 3 hours ago, an hour ago, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Puck gets very aggressive, doesn't he? He gets very aggro.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. Egyptology is amazing, and it certainly. The updates and new findings and It's always amazing stuff. Yeah. But I agree with you about what's his name, Hawass. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
guy lost his job as the supreme head of the Supreme Council, of
yeah,
antiquities, and he was replaced. There was some scandal or something why he got booted out. But
yeah. Because he was probably selling off all the. He was selling off all the good stuff, Morty.
no, Sadi Hawass, I think he is. Yeah, so it was
Yeah,
very suspicious why he was fired and then replaced. But because he was the TV spokesman, the media spokesman for all the activities there. But
mm.
yeah, Hawa, yeah,
Hawassi.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, anyway.
I can't. When I take my teeth out, Morty, I don't speak very well. But when I put my teeth in, I do. It's fucking hard, mate.
Right. Well.
It's great having new teeth, but I just had a couple of hot dogs, so I put them back in to chew, and now because one's moving around a bit, but I don't know, Morty, where it's all going. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm just glad. I'm glad I'm of an age where I saw the 60s as a child, the 70s, the 80s were great from what I can remember of them, the 90s. 2000s was when it started. 2000, 2001, 2003, 4, 5. That's when it started to fall to shit, go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
See, I bought my kids got a fucking Nintendo 64 from their grandfather as a present, and that was the start of it. The fucking Nintendo 60, and then it went to more computer games, things like SimCity and all of that, And
I don't know anything about that. So anyway,
well,
yeah.
What Puck's saying is true. What Puck is saying is true about the. See, I see this bizarre behaviour now, Morty. It's really bizarre with these young people.
Oh yeah, it's
very bizarre, mate.
It's worldwide insanity.
Is it insanity or what is it?
I don't know. It's such a distorted mental people who just are brain damage from drugs and alcohol or popular culture.
No, I'm talking about adolescents. They're not on drugs or anything. I don't think they're on drugs. They just seem to be.
Okay, well then, there's never been more ignorant, stupid fucking dumb people than now. Never in the history of.
It's like a tribal thing. I think it's like See, we used to have these subsets when we were in the 70s. We'd have subsets of youth like gangs and that sort of thing, fashions and. Not like skinheads or anything like that.
Yeah,
they were more like And now you've got this really violent subset. It's a violent subset.
Yeah.
Like attacking a McDonald's worker.
Well, that's
attacking a McDonald's worker.
That's commonplace now. So. Yeah.
But see, there's in other parts of the world, Morty. If you did that, you'd be shot.
You'd be shot or clubbed to death by the police or
you'd be shot.
Or somebody else there passing by. So yeah.
Yeah, you'd be shot or arrested and you'd be placed into a facility that the safest place would be on the ceiling.
Right. Well,
Maybe that's what we need to get back to. Is that maybe? See,
well, yeah. I don't know.
We went from a period in our history where we had public executions, we had public floggings.
Yeah. Bring it back.
And well, no, they won't. They can't. It was banned. The last man they hung in Australia, there was so much fucking controversy over it. They just and that was because of one premier's. He dug his heels in, and they said that they tried to make it. They said he was innocent. They reckon that he didn't fire the bullet that killed the prison guard or something, like that.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
that's it. And
yeah.
What do you think of
Gampers, why is it difficult to understand why? You allowed the snake in the hen house. You think TikTok is innocuous. Well, it's all
Yeah,
Chinese
yeah,
plan to
yeah.
dumb out the country so they can just conquer it by walking in. I mean, basically.
That's what they say.
Well, the country
That's
will
what they
destroy
say.
itself from the low level people we have here, low educated and people who just don't know anything about anything.
Introducing a virus, and the virus
Exactly,
grows
and then
from within.
those people will reproduce or do, and it's just and then their babies become transgenders at the age of 2 months. You know, because the parent knows it was so then they mutilate the baby. I mean, it's a sick.
Well, I'm not against that. I'm not really against. Look, if a young person feels that way, like, okay, let them be. But I'm against seeing fucking middle-aged men. I've seen it, middle-aged men running around in shopping centres with wigs on and dresses
Yeah,
on and fucking makeup and that.
these people.
I don't buy that, Morty. I don't
No,
buy it,
no,
mate. I
there's
do not buy it.
no. It's a deep psychological fuck up in their brain. You know. It's unbelievable.
No, I don't think it's. I think it's.
If anybody walked around like that 50 years ago, the police would pick them up and bring them to the
Yeah.
station and go, what the fuck?
They'd lock them up.
Yeah,
They'd lock them up. Exactly. They'd lock them up. Exactly. For being a public nuisance.
But now
they'd lock them up for being a public nuisance.
Yeah, but now they're teachers of at kindergarten, elementary age school, and there you have utter destruction of the society.
Look, there's always been transvestitism. There's always been that, that was like a theatrical thing.
Yeah, but there's never been.
It was like a theatrical thing,
Yeah, but there's never been a transvestite month.
Well, this is it.
Any other holiday that has a month?
Why not? Why not a month for? Why not a month for gophers? A gopher month.
Why not?
Or a squirrel month.
Have a Vegemite month. I mean, yeah.
A Vegemite month. That's right. Or a sausage month. Sausage on the barbie.
Absolutely right. So I mean, it's whatever.
No, it'll all change, Morty. It will all change, mate. And what I'm saying is that if the provocateurs of the change, if they're harmed or anything, like, we could see a major shift in the other direction. And a major shift in the other direction, you might get bad actors coming up. You might get bad actors who...
You might get Khan, like from Star Trek, Ricardo Montalban, who came up in the end days and took over, became a bad guy.
That's right.
Campers, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I think it's time to wrap it up. It's been 3 hours.
Oh, mate, it's good to be alive, Morty. Thanks for having me on, man.
You bet.
Sorry, I didn't mean to torpedo your show, mate. Sorry if I.
No. We didn't get into. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Thanks a lot, T-Dubs.
Cheers, guys. See ya.
See you later. And Puck, thanks very much. And Ocean, hopefully Ocean Mallard. I see. Well, Well, I think that's the show. I could sit here and just do stuff in the house. But I got a better idea, just end it. So thanks everyone for watching and for the Ko-Fi support earlier. Good night.